Welcome to another installment of ABA to Z with Tara Zeller, brought to you by the Apple Tree Connection. I'm a behavior analyst and I cover the concepts and principles of applied behavior analysis at the RBT level. Today's topic is the discriminative stimulus, the little SD that we learn about as we are journeying through applied behavior analysis as a science. The discriminative stimulus, which is listed as SD, is the antecedent in the ABC three-term contingency. It's comes before the behavior. It is a signal, it's a cue, it's an instruction, and it's the thing that signals that reinforcement is forthcoming and for the behavior to begin. The definition of the discriminative stimulus, or the SD, is the antecedent stimulus that is present when a behavior is reinforced. And I got that particular definition from Ray Miltenberger's book, Behavior Modification, and I'm gonna date myself. I have the 3rd edition. I believe that book is at least on the 6th edition. I found another cool definition of the discriminative stimulus, and it sets the occasion on which responses have consequence. I like that one too. It broadens it because the SD signals the behavior to be reinforced, but in the presence of that, if other behaviors occur, other consequences occur. The SD, the discriminative stimulus, is a way of setting up learning. Remember, we are learning about the science of behavior and learning. As therapists engage in the science of applied behavior analysis, we teach people how to learn sometimes. It's part of our job. So the SD is going to be individual to the task and individual to the client. The SD leads to stimulus control, and that is when a behavior is more likely to occur in the future presence of that particular SD. I covered stimulus control in a previous ABA to Z. I encourage you to watch that video. A note that I'd like to say is that the SD gains influence over behavior, but does not cause a behavior to occur. I did reiterate that in my video about stimulus control, just to point out that we don't control behavior, we control the stimuli, right? We control the stimuli in our clients' lives and the particular stimulus that sets the tone for the behavior to occur. The SD increases the likelihood that the behavior will occur again because it was associated with the reinforcement of that particular behavior in the past. It also helps us get towards discrimination training. And there's a couple steps towards discrimination training. When the SD is present, the discriminative stimulus, the signal, the cue, the instruction, it does not have to be words. It could be a bell that's been conditioned, okay? When it's present and the behavior occurs, the behavior is reinforced. When any other antecedent stimuli, except for the SD, are present, the behavior is not reinforced. So any antecedent stimuli present when that behavior is not reinforced is considered an S delta. So we use the example of if you are driving and you approach a red light and you stop, you're reinforced because you don't run through the red light, you don't get hit by a car or T-boned, you don't get a ticket. If you just stop when there's no red light in the middle of the street, you're not going to get reinforced for that. If you approach a red light and you drive through the red light, you are likely to be punished in a myriad of ways, sometimes leading to accidents or tickets. You can think of it in the sense of teaching your client to engage in a particular behavior when an SD is present. We can condition a morning bell to do morning bell work, and that can lead to reinforcement. But if that morning work is completed when the morning bell does not ring, it will not be reinforced. It's important to note that in order to help generalize behavior, it's really important to generalize the SD, vary the SD, so that we can help our client generalize to their natural environment, because we are the therapeutic environment. I hope that these videos are helping you, whether you are an aspiring RBT, a current RBT, somebody that's getting a refresher on the science. I invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am the owner and lead analyst of the Apple Tree Connection. We can be found on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the social media outlets. Hope you guys have a great day and would love to hear from you. See you soon.